Welcome back dear students. In previous video we discussed about the introduction and importance of international trade. Today we will discuss incentives for export trade. Dear students, every country gets foreign exchange in terms of export incentives to maintain the economic growth of the country. Export earning is very important because it is very important for the growth and stability of the country. Any incentive provided to the exporter when they made their products available at cheaper rate in their own country and to the importers in is called as incentives for export trade. Usually, government is responsible to make policies regarding incentive trade or export incentive trade. Now we'll discuss different media of export incentive. So let's start. In that, first incentive for export trade is trade agreements. Trade agreement between countries promote exports each other by providing different special schemes to exporters. Next incentive for export trade is financial and economic encouragement reward. No sales tax is required to pay for exports. The facility is extended to the suppliers of goods for export also. Value added tax is also exempted for exported goods. The detail of such exemption of sales tax VAT is there with the concerned sales tax department. Next incentive for trade activities is collective and systematic economic encouragement. In this scheme, the pre-decided amount of or products are exported, then right of import is assigned up to the amount equivalent to the proportionate amount of foreign exchange earned. In return of export guarantee, the following encouragements are provided: allotment of land at subsidized rates to produce item for export purpose, different type of benefits for establishment of new industrial setup and factories. There should be encouragement to establish factories in SEZ area or free trade zone areas which are free from taxes and other regulations so that export can be promoted. Next incentive for export trade is financial facilities and services. Many financial assistance with different schemes are given to exporter to boost exports in India. Pre-shipment credit in foreign currency and packaging credit loans, suppliers credit, buyers credit, short-term and long-term finance, finance for special export projects, working capital finance, capital equipment finance, fund for export consultancy and technological services, different guarantees for export like advance payment guarantee, performance guarantee, retention, money guarantee, etc., given by different financial institutions to promote the export. Next is non-economic facilities. Some of the non-economic facilities provided by a country to export the promote, such as to provide necessary information for the exports, to train and prepare manpower required for the production of export worthy products, to promote the competition among the exporters and give award to one who export the most, to provide information about the export markets, clearing strike and lockout as an illegal activities of the factories in which export products are produced, such as non-economic encouragements are provided. Next incentive for export trade is in the form of special economic zone. A law about special economic zone was passed in the parliament in the year 2005 and was implemented from 10th February 2006. Government provides many benefits to special economic zones to create an internationally competitive and smooth working environment for exports and thereby economic development of the country. Some of the advantages enjoyed by SEJAR: single window clearance, free import of goods, exemption, exemption of custom duty for import of capital goods, consumable raw materials, spares, etc. Reimbursement of CST, 0% income tax for 5 years, foreign direct investment exemption on other services. Next is export processing zone. An export processing zone (EPZ) is a specific type of free trade zone set up generally in developing countries by their government to promote industrial and commercial exports. Here are some features of EPZ, Special Export Processing Zone. EPZ allow subcontracting activities in case of manufactured good within India as well as in the foreign countries. Licenses are required for IT industries only. Tax holidays allowed for raw materials and capital goods. Exemption from corporate income tax, etc. Dear student, here we have completed this topic. Just go through the video and revise the topic, as this is a very important topic for your examination point of view. In next video, we will discuss import procedure. Thank you.